First, I have to say thank you to the FFTC and the VAAS, Dr. Song, to give me the opportunity to have the chance to do this presentation. Some of the idea is just keep in my mind maybe many years, but I think maybe we need more cooperation and to face on the challenge for the future. So my topic is an issue and a challenge, agricultural research cooperation on tropical fruits of Asia Pacific. My name is Wen-Li. I work for TARI for past 20 years, and now I'm the director of the TARI Fengshan branch. And the past 20 years, major to do the papaya breeding job, and the mango also a little bit, and the lychee a little bit, the passion fruit a little bit. and anyway, okay. Today I want to share one is about the climate change. I think this is quite a big issue around the world, everybody to face on. So how about the variety and the resilient issue about the climate change? And so far in Taiwan, we just thinking the different situation, like we call the tropical fruit trees grows more toward the north way. I mean, in the central Taiwan or North Taiwan, originally grows some like persimmon, or even the grows some the low tree temperature requirement peach. Now they change to the Indian jujube or even guava. So I think this is the how we face on this. And the second maybe is a labor shortage. I think this is a very important thing, especially right now in Taiwan. So maybe we need to digitalize or intelligently or automatically machine to help us. And also to talking about the severe environment, because now for us most serious problem is rainfall is not like before, more stable. And the past 3 years in Taiwan, we have the very serious problem about the drought. So not have the enough water for irrigation, especially like this year. The mango and the lychee, with the high yield, but the size of the fruits smaller because short of the water. So I think that is maybe another problem. But what if we have the Navi technology can solve or protect our crops? And finally, discussion conclusion. I think for the agriculture in the climate change, maybe everybody know that will cause another many problem, like producing the loose and low agricultural productivity, and sometimes will increase the high price. Also now in Taiwan, we're also talking about to net zero for the energy or carbon dioxide issue. And like the other countries saying like this, so the continuing warming on the next 100 years in Taiwan, we predict it may be increases 3 degrees Celsius. And someone maybe will say there's not a big deal. Sometimes it really like this. We face on this situation, the temperature increase year by year. How should we do? Like the other speaker talking about new variety, maybe is a good solution. And the other side, maybe we just change the different place to grow the tropical fruit trees. Like now Japan also grows the mango quite well. And 2 weeks ago, my colleague, they go to the Korea to seeking to take a look about the mango production in South Korea. I think this is the situation like that. And now when I first to have the job in Fengshan, if someone in the backyard or foreyard have the one tree of the durian have the fruits, it will be the newspaper. You are on the newspaper. But right now we have the more than 50 hectares, I think, to grow the durian. So situation is different year by year. according to the data, not only in Taiwan to face on, so the other country also like this situation. For the temperature increase, maybe in my opinion, maybe not a big very big issue because for we still can grow another variety or another crops. But for the water or change the precipitation maybe is a big problem. Like I just mentioned, the past 3 years in Taiwan, we show of the water, so it will become the big problem. And the effect until right now in summertime, we harvest the lychee and the mango still have the some problem. And but we are lucky this year, the rainfall until right now is turned to normal. So maybe next year will not be the problem. But the unstable, the weather situation, especially the rainfall for us is quite a bit problem. So while we're thinking about how to use the resilient variety or facility for the protection our crop production. Even we have some facility in Taiwan, just like you look at this is the Durian orchard in Taiwan, and we use this shedding and also the net house to grow durian. So far, quite well. And also this is another case for the mango. This variety is urban, and we also use the net house to protect the urban and use some waterproof the plastic removable. So when the rainy season come in, he will cover on the top and to avoid the mango for the damage about the rainfall. And also right now for Indian jujube and the papaya, we also have some orchard that grows in the greenhouse. So we're thinking the facility maybe right now we can do it more quickly, but for the new variety, how should we do? Some is for the suitable for the future, which some is suitable for the facility. So I think the new variety is very important for us. And so can we do it more quickly or fast to get the new variety? So this is this is one idea. If we can do the shuttle breeding job in the international cooperation, some friend to say to me, say why we need to do like this, because when we cooperation together, it's that difficult to share the result for each country. But for my personal opinion, if the new variety we can test in different country or different place, maybe they will be to we can know that about the variety under the different variety disease or pest pressure, and that we can select the better environment adopt the variety. And besides according my work experiment, the different country have the different situation have to face on. For example, in Vietnam, have the sting canker problem of the pitaya or dragon fruit. Also in Taiwan, also same. So once we have the workshop to share our experiment together, but actually because the different weather situation, so our experiment in Vietnam not totally can follow because the rainfall, the situation is different. So for each country, they still have to select what they need for their purpose, the different variety. So in my opinion, I think it would not be too difficult for when the different country to international cooperation together. So for this, if we can do that job together, I believe we can have the closer the partnership, and also the show of the breeding time for the new variety, and also will maybe will increase the fruit industry benefit. And this is, I think, we thinking maybe we should to work together for the international breeding work group and share our experiment and create a new good fruit variety together. And the second thinking is about the labor shortage. and digitalized, or even the intelligence. Why we think like this? Because according the data for the Asia Pacific Bank, they have the calculate, and the consumption for the fruit and the vegetables increase year by year. I think in Taiwan, same, the other country in Asia Pacific also similar like this. But if we're talking about the fruit and the vegetable, is lab consumption a lot. You need people to do that. You hand to do that. But the problem is the age increase. So for the lab, for the horticulture, I mean like the fruit and the vegetable, the lab, the aging is a very serious problem. In this data show us not only in the Republic of Korea, also same situation, I believe in Taiwan and Japan also same. Sometimes we say joking in Taiwan, if you see the farmer in the field, 3 farmers, they may be more than 210 years old. That means averagely the age of the farmer more than 70 years old. So this is quite a problem for us. So how should we do? And also in the other side, the font size is smaller and smaller. But for my personal opinion, smaller of the scaling not the problem. The problem is how we increase the efficiency even in the smaller farm size. I think in the future, maybe the automatically or even the artificial intelligence or will be help about this. And also in the low speed scaling farming country like Australia, maybe they also need how to solve the problem about the lab cost pretty high. So in the 2001, the Srivastava, he mentioned about the machinerized and to saving the labs and also the IT, or also the wisdom means intelligence. I think maybe will be still, even this is near 20 years before, let's say like that, but right now we still maybe not do it very well, like the machinerized. We still need to work harder for this. And sometimes for example, in Taiwan, we may be thinking the too high fancy technique. I mean the too fancy technique because researcher or professor, they thinking about can we solve the problem in the short time. But for my personal opinion, I was thinking we need to focus on the near future. Not so far, we have to step by step. So 20 years ago, have the thinking about the development of the technology level for the farm strategy. But 20 years later, now we still need to work hard for this. And this is the one case for the digitalized, so how to help our government. In Taiwan, we grow the lychee, and sometimes the government will be like to know. They try to predict how many year or how much percent the lychee production will be in when go to the market, and for solve the price problem, because the lychee harvest period quite short. So when the product go to the wholesale market, well, the price will going down very quickly. So our government is thinking, could we to solve the problem like this? So my colleague, they collect some data from the vector bureaucracy and the wholesale market to combine together. So we have the formula to calculate when the temperature is lower to 17 degrees Celsius, how many days. After that, maybe 2 months or 3 months later, you will be very carefully about the the lychee will be shipping to the wholesale market in the very close period. But of course, that is the situation now. We're seeking to export the country to solve the problem. So far in Taiwan, for the digitalize about the agriculture, most maybe use the visualization data, like this slide to show you that now some the farmer they set up the list, the monitor and correct the data from the OCHA, and to more particularly to control like the irrigation frequency and the fertilization. But so far, maybe some of that is still not enough for us, because for the digital transformation processing, now we will hope one day we can have the artificial intelligence to help us to do that. But so far, we only need to correct the data, and the digitalize maybe still not enough. And also the other is for the rubberization dimension, because I just mentioned about that maybe some in our research we thinking to do the like once to solve the every problem, but actually maybe it's not easy to do that. For my thinking, why we cannot do step by step to do that. This is the for example, in my branch, our campus, we buy 3 automower to management the gas in the orchard, and we can show you how they work in the field. So first, my colleague they thinking about they maybe will make a trouble for them, because you have to because our orchard is not designed for the automowers. So I just do negotiation or non-negotiation, just talk with them to thinking about machine is quite convenient for us. But what if we not prepare our orchard well? Maybe he cannot help us a lot. So when we starting to use this the automower, and we can say in the first 3 months we have the trouble and the shooting, because our orchard design not suitable for this machine. So we just solve the problem day by day, and right now he running is quite well. So I thinking for this one maybe it's suitable for everyone, but unfortunately, even in Taiwan right now, we still the few company to create like this automatically the mowers. And the other side, other ways like Dr. Peter Johnson to mention about it, we're also to seeking how to make sure the total soluble solid about the tropical fruits. Right? And also we use the drone to set the 3D information about the orchard. This is the we still go into that, but I think for the technique is not very difficult. And so if we get the digital data for the orchard by tree, so what we can do maybe in the nature, in the future we can do the back-end job and the automatic pruning, even the harvest, and maybe one day we can do the factory of the fruit trees, and can control the environment for the fruit trees, and also can harvest all year round. I think quite a lot of the speakers to mention about how we to do the all year round harvesting for the mango. Like in this idea, if we can control the plant height, use the pot to grow the mango, and we adjustment the temperature and the water supply, maybe we can do that the job like the full all year round harvesting. The third part is about the civilian environment and the Navi technology. So for our COA, Council of Agriculture, we have the policy try to environment friendly. So we had a policy for the in 1 decade reduce the chemical and the fertilizer 50%. That means cut down half. So what we should to thinking about it. So why I say that the physical is better, because this is the result. Also, my colleague, they do this research, because in the lychee, fruit borer is a big problem, because consumers don't like that, and also the lychee fruit borer is the one generation maybe only 15 days, so he grows very quickly in the field. So for the make sure the income, the family would like to separate the chemical a lot, maybe every week once, and continually 10 or 12 times to make sure the fruit can protect. This is the situation in Taiwan. So my colleague, they do the research about this borer, and the investigation to find out lychee fruit borer don't like the sunshine, so it just very active in the night. So my colleague to think about if we use the lighting to control this pest, maybe it's work. So finally, the result is quite good. And now you can see here, we have the test ultra more than 2 hectares. So we can protect the lychee fruits and reduce the damage of the lychee fruit borer. And we can cut the chemical use from the maybe more than 10 until twice, from the flowering to harvest. So I think it's quite good, and also is more safety. And in the same, our thinking is like use the facility to protect the fruit production, right? The durian, mango, and other fruits. And the other is just maybe Navi technique, because I say the Navi is because we nowadays for the sensor, for the digitalized or automaticalized, we need a lot of the sensor to help us, but we still show off a lot of the sensor. Now some research, they talking about if the sounds emitted by plant on the street, and also can deliver some informations. And it just we don't know, because maybe we cannot hear the sound. But if we have the sound machine to translate that, we were easy to understand what happened about the plants. In the other case, also like in the electronic flow. So when I search about this, it's 2016, but until right now, maybe not quite well. But I still believe maybe it still can use that. You just imagine naturally one day if we just use the one sensor get into the tomato plant, and you can make sure the electricity flow inside and get some oxygen and know what the situation. For example, show of the nitrogen, or you to overdose of the potassium, something like that. I think it will be the powerful for to that way to actually to control the growth of the plant. And this is another idea. The plant land, the stories in the jungle, and they not have the electricity system, but we harvest the electricity from the plant in the pot. It's quite good idea about that. The finally thinking is I will be to say that about the transparent solar panel. For the tropical zone area, the most problem why we not use the facility protect our crops, because maybe because to reduce the temperature or the energy fit is too high. But what if we have the greenhouse and have some kind of transparent solar panel and can harvest the sunshine to transfer the electricity to reduce the temperature about the greenhouse, and even can sell the electricity power. That will be a very good idea, right? And I remember in the 2021, they have the research article in United States. They do the experiment like this, use the gaslight, the solar panel can help the greenhouse to be completely energy neutral. So for the sunlight, they may have the different the part like the UV and IR and the photosynthesis area for the plant and the low weight the IR the region. So some is for heating, some is for power, some is for plant. So what if we can separate to correct the different? So they're thinking like this, and in the greenhouse they grows the red leaf, the lotus, and the result is quite good, but it depends on the place. To say that is like in the different place of the United States, like Arizona, they maybe can get a lot of the energy generated, and some is the energy for that, some is for the cooling, the loading, and the other Wisconsin and North Carolina, this different place, they get the different result. To say that is in the north part, you may need to give more energy for the heating. But in the southern part, nearby the Mexico, they can harvest more the energy from the sun. So they can get the solar to generate more the electricity power, and also can harvest the lotus. Even some place they can sell in the product of the crop like lotus, and also the selling the electricity power. So this is quite good. And the result is in Arizona, the net zero energy, not need to give any energy yet. Also in the Wisconsin, reduce the 50% the energy. And so now, but the problem also still have, because security, the performance is only 11%, and the other solar panel maybe up to now, maybe more than 30, maybe up to 45%. And of course, the big problem is the shorter service life. So I think the idea maybe in the near future will be happening. Just imagination that in the tropical zone, we have the very good irrigation in the tropical zone. So maybe we can harvest the solar and in the same time grow our crops. So according to some, my thinking maybe is not very mature. So, but I just share to everyone. So I think for the discussion, I think climate change is a serious effect of different growth of the fruit trees, and everybody should face on, especially the farmer that, and maybe have some problem like the delay the fruit ripening or pale of the fruit color, and even the sunburn and the total soluble sulfur reduce excess. And maybe in the near future climate pattern, maybe we can use the new technology and to reduce the impact of the climate change. And if we could like that, and just like I say that maybe facility is one thinking, and also use the machine to help us is another thinking, and the new variety also is another thinking. For lots about this, and I just want to share something like the resilient variety or facility may be the solution to climate change. But if we can work together I believe they will be the better. And the physical, in my opinion, is better way to control the disease, even to affect the plant growth. So the other, maybe we can think the new technology to help us. And the digitalize is necessary, maybe artificial intelligence in the future, but we need to face on the reality. Maybe something we need, like the auto mower. And the final is small scale farming, in my opinion, is the key of the agriculture, the future. Because, for example, one of my friend, he grows the mango in Australia, 400 hectares. He say he was the small scaling. But actually for the pruning job is quite heavy. So they use the big machine to do the pruning job. But for my opinion, that is too rough. But not have another way, better way to do that because labor cost. But what if we have the machine can help us automatically to do the pruning, like the Asia Pacific area, very to pruning very carefully. I think that will be a good way. And this is all my opinion. And your comment and question, anything, quite welcome. Thank you.